Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir.
I'm afraid that there's nothing really...
But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to come up with something on your own.
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now. Xavier!
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear... Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontaine Film Festival.
The Fontaine Film Festival?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontaine Film Festival? Then the Fontaine Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest. The holiday is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most...
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the...
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't? To commemorate the Loch Knights. People will imitate them by putting on special... But a few years ago, Lady Farina started to find the...
That really does...
The whole thing seems more akin to a carnival now.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that...
Yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. The Fontaine Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film technology... During this time, people may submit films to be...
The what award?
The Farina Award! You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady For... Perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name, even though she isn't the Hydro... Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will...
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the...
Oh, Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her...
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be... Her remarkable designs have led... Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the
Who are the actors from Inazuma?
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus station? Judging from the time, the Aquabus should...
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Feel free to check the Aquabus map and schedule for details.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Yoimiya Boutique is a skilled seamstress.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high socials. So tell me, what happened?
Well...
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it.
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice.
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After the budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to—
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up—
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me.
We need to move on. What's happened has already—
What? You're saying that—
No, that's not what I mean. The actors I recommended aren't just after more— Really? Then where do you live?
We Melusines live in Mercy Village.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right?
We are so thoughtful. But some Melusines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet. I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma. I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when—
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors come—
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon. Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here.
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over—
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you? So I could only keep you in the back of—
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still—
Oh, so you all know each other already. Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal?
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a—
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look— And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight. And look at that huge spinning sphere. So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it?
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment.
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop—
Oh, it's called the Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato...
Oh?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me...
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has
well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court...
Then, is there a way we could raise...
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of...
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve...
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act...
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually... Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason.
I understand, but having you two act for...
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must... This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between... If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy...
all right. I'll do as you say. Thank you.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor. Me too, even though I didn't bring much more to...
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't...
Ew. All right, enough about that. Now that we have So, instead of Mora...
Oh, but how can we help?
All right, pull yourself together,
all right. Let me think. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy...
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but...
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapperboard to record and organize the information of each shot. When the...
clapperboard? Oh, you mean...
Yes, that's right.
For sure, Paimon's always...
All right, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find
fine by me. As for our camera operator...
Oh, he's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon...
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for...
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places...
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
So, all that's left for us to find is a director?
Oh, me! I want to be the director's assistant.
All right, then all we need is a director.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant.
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon?
Yep, that's her. She helped out a theater troupe not too long.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance... Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best
Fine, you're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the... Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to...
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. But just leave this task to me. It's
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good...
I'll go with you. By the way...
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place.
All right, then I'll start making preparation.
A gift for someone who is...
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap?
Isn't the Fontaine festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that to do something like that, she must have... I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too...
Alright then, let's go buy some fun...
But will that really be enough?
You're right. We need to...
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontaine?
Yes. We'll need a gift that's sweeter than...
Well, what could that be?
Your words of...